hatid sa inyo ng PLDT Home.
It comes as no surprise that another Gatchalian will be running for mayor of Valenzuela City. The three kings of Valenzuela, as they are called, have been switching places for years, always dividing the mayoralty and congressional posts amongst them. But this time, no contender came to the fore. Like many other mayors in Metro Manila, Wes Gatchalian will be running unopposed.
The last 2 years have been marred by challenges brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. But through it all, Valenzuela City stayed afloat. In the run-up to the 2022 elections, we go local. We dive into the politics in your province, city, and barangay, and talk to the public servants who have a direct hand in shaping your community. I'm Taruc.
And I'm Cheryl Cosim. As they say, all politics is local.
The plastic city of Southeast Asia. For decades, this is what Valenzuela City is known for. Data from the City Planning and Development Office shows there are already more than 300 plastic factories providing livelihood to thousands of Valenzueleños. A big portion of these factories belong to the plastic estate of plastic king William Gatchalian. His sons Sherwin, Rexlon, and Wesley form what they call the Gatchalian dynasty in Valenzuela. But despite what the terms plastic and dynasty connote, it seems Valenzueleños are happy and content with the Gatchalian brand of public service. In fact, a survey by Publicus Asia conducted in May of 2020 showed Mayor Rex Gatchalian got the highest approval rating out of all the LGUs in Metro Manila. This coming elections, Rex is swapping the top post in the city with that of his brother Wes in Congress. The three-time congressman is lucky enough to seal the seat as he's undefeated, but it's going to be his first foray in the City Hall. Will Wes be able to hold his own? Will he truly be able to continue the Gatchalian legacy in Valenzuela?
Tonight, we welcome Valenzuela City mayoralty aspirant and currently the 1st District Representative, Wes Gatchalian. Good evening, Kong.
Well, good evening, Jay and Cheryl, and to all the your clients watching the program tonight. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Ako, Cheryl, diretsyong tanong na, Kong, ha?
Yes.
It took 2 decades, but it appears that the Gatchalians have cemented their place in local politics. You and Rex are clearly switching positions and at the same time running unopposed. Ako, wala kayong kalaban. Where can you attribute this sort of shift to Gatchalian politics?
Well, Jay, it's been, as you've mentioned already, it's been close to 2 decades that we have been serving our city, no? And I guess the trust that we earned throughout the decades comes from the quality of leadership that we have shown to the Valenzuelanos, no? The quality of leadership, the good governance, the siguro everything na ho, no? And it all boils down to the trust that we've earned, no, throughout the years. And that trust can be earned only if you show something back to them, no? So I guess this is one of the reasons kung bakit where we are in our position right now.
You and Mayor Rex unopposed. Is this the first time, Kong? Or laging ganito tuwing mag-e-eleksyon sa Valenzuela?
Well, Cheryl, hindi naman ho, no? Hindi naman ho. Previously, well, as you know, the Gatchalian families are actually a business family. It's our first foray to public service back when Senator Win first ran as congressman back in, I think, 2001, no? And yes, we have opponents, no? But luckily, previous election, last 2019, me and Mayor Rex, we had no opponents back then. But previously, meron rin naman Cheryl and Jay.
Kayo po, Kong, anong year kayo pumasok? Kasi sabi nyo nga, negosyante ang mga Gatchalian eh. Diba? Tapos, 2001, yung unang-unang pagpasok ng isang Gatchalian sa politika. At sumunod ka na po, sumunod na si Mayor Rex. Bakit kayo naengganyo na pumasok? Like you get into politics as well?
Well, very good question, Cheryl. No? Ako, I just entered 2016. Kumbaga sa tatlo magkakapatid, ako po yung pinaka-bata at pinaka-bago sa larangan ng public service. No? And just to let you know also, na I was not serving Valenzuela on my first term. I was actually a party list congressman. So with a nationwide scope, no? But to answer your question, way before po, I remember growing up, no? My father used to have a plastic factory in our city here in Valenzuela. And back then, nakikita ko na ho that Valenzuela is already going up, no? From agriculture, we used to be a quiet and small town in Bulacan, nahiwalay ho, naging Metro Manila, and the industrialization came. But with that industrialization, we've also seen na the numerous problems that our city has been facing. No? Bata pa ako, nakikita ko na lubog kami sa baha pag umulan. Bata pa ako, nakikita ko na yung mga basura po are piling up in the roads. No? And this is part of industrialization. So nakita po namin lahat po ng mga naging issues before. And luckily, we're from the business background, kaya medyo kahit papano po, naramdaman din namin kung ano yung nararamdaman po ng marami pong mga negosyante dito sa Valenzuela na bumubuhay sa city natin. No? And we saw that there was a need for change. And that is the clamor that our people here in Valenzuela were asking kasi back then, there was really no improvements. No? We were just a city known for dalawang bagay po, basura at baha, no? Until the good senator, when he was a congressman and a three-term mayor, changed everything and revolutionized the way we run City Hall and we run the city.
Kong, ito nga yung tinatanong ng ilan nating mga kababayan dyan sa Valenzuela, no? Sa pagkatagal-tagal na nanunungkulan ng mga Gatchalian, ano pa ho ba yung hindi pa natin nagagawa para dito sa bayan na ito? Meron pa ho ba? Marami pa ho ba?
Alam mo, ang public service hindi naman mawawala no? Yes, I can say now when it comes to all the aspect of the city, education, housing, social services, good governance, name it, lahat ho yan ay naayos na natin, award-winning po ang different departments natin. Lahat yan ay tumatakbo in place, including the safe peace and order and the business aspect, the economic aspect. Yes, Jay, tumatakbo na lahat throughout the 20 years of public service of our family. We've already set the pace and the tone of the city. But then again, hindi ho tayo pwedeng umupo dito, no? I believe na we have to still continue to level up. The way I see Valenzuela is like a product, no? Hindi naman po sira ang produkto. So wala tayong kailangan ayusin. What's important is to continue the progress, continue the legacy, and improve it and level up and bring Valenzuela to the next level. In public service, Jay and Cheryl, there will always be challenges. No? That's part of it. Hindi ka pwedeng sabihin na perfecto na kami dito kasi X amount of billions na ang pumapasok na taxes and revenues. People are happy. People are contented. We cannot end like that. This pandemic has taught us a lot of things, you know. Yung dumating po yung pandemya, na-realize natin na sa isang idlip ng mata, maraming bagay ang pwede palang magbago. Ang tao pwedeng mawalan ng trabaho, ang ekonomiya pwedeng huminto, ang tao are forced to stay at home, and these are less challenges that we have to prepare in the future. We learned something from this pandemic, and yet we need to move forward and level up when it comes to governance, to infrastructure, and other services that we give to our people.
Ang sinasabi nga, Kong, there's equity to a good brand name, no? Paano nyo po tinitake advantage itong magandang pangalan ng mga Gatchalian dyan sa Valenzuela to your advantage?
Well, Jay, like I mentioned a while ago, I started off by using the word tiwala. For me ho, pag tayo'y pipiliin ng tao no sa 2022, it's not para sa akin, it's not really the position. It's not really the responsible that is attached to the position. What's important sa akin, ang pinakamahalaga sa akin ay pangalagaan yung tiwala ng tao. Nagtiwala sila sa Gatchalian brand name because of the kind of governance that we give to the people. Very transparent governance. Nakita nila na lahat po ng proyekto na pwedeng ibaba sa tao, na ibaba, naramdaman ng tao. Yun ang pinaka-importante. Naramdaman ng tao lahat po ng programang ibinaba natin. But what's important, I guess, is throughout the years, pinagkatiwalaan tayo because they are already happy with the way we are serving our city. They are very contented. And like I said, hindi ho perfecto. Marami talagang problema at hindi matatapos. But the contentment is andyan. Kaya po sa atin, ang tiwala ng tao is talaga ho, Jay, trabaho lang. Do the best you can, honestly and transparent. And at the same time, kung what's due to the people, you deliver it to the people. Then, pag election time, you know, we are a democratic country. Every 3 years, ang mga kababayan natin pwedeng pumili. Doon mo lang makikita ang report card mo every after 3 years, no? And I'm happy to say, hindi naman po sa nagmamayabang po or inaakit natin sariling bangko natin, but every 3 years po, mukha naman pong pass naman po ang grado namin sa report card namin.
At sa ating pagbabalik, pag-usapan natin yan. Ano nga ba ang nagawa nyo? Mga nagawa nyo biglang kongresista. And ngayon, iba naman ang susuungin nyo. Ehekutibo. Diba? Paano kayo magiging effective na mayor? Kasi paano makukonsider na mayor na? Walang lalaban eh. So parang kailangan more than siguro the campaign ay yung paghahandang ginagawa nyo bilang susunod na mayor ng Valenzuela. We'll just pause for a short break. You're watching All Politics is Local. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Sinama namin ang aming partner sa PLDT Home, Fiber Home at Smart Communications, Paymaya. At tulong-tulong kami dito ngayon. Nag-umpisa kami dito sa Quezon City, sa District 2. Pinili namin talaga yung mga jeepney drivers. Talaga sila rin isa sa mga naapektuhang sektor dahil nga walang mga biyahe, walang mga trabaho. Kaya naisip namin magandang pagsamasamahin sila dito sa District 2 at sila ang bigyan namin ng magandang Noche Buena this Christmas season.
Ang hanap buhay ko lang yung pagdi-dispatcher. Hanggang ngayon, nagdudusa pa rin ako eh. Kasi kukunti pa lang ang bumibiyahe. Sobrang blessing. Grabe. Kasi wala akong cellphone eh. Nagpapasalamat ako sa Smart, sa PLDT.
Kami po ay nagpapasalamat kasi 2 taon halos kami walang biyahe. Maganda po ang magiging Pasko namin kasi ito nga, nagkaroon ng biyaya, bigay ng PLDT at saka Smart.
Tuloy pa rin ang Pasko ng Pinoy kahit ano pa mang pasakit sa atin bumalakid. Pag-ibig sa ating puso.
Yung pagdating sa sa PLDT and Smart, yung original na plan ay yung mga food packs lang. Pero dinagdagan pa nila na ng vitamin C, tas mga ibang mga gamit pa. Sobrang generous talaga ng PLDT and Smart. Pati yung yung QCID registration, on the ground barangay QCID registration, para at least mas ma-access ng mga tao yung mga programa at ayuda from yung government. Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Asahan mo tuloy pa rin ang Pasko. Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino. Woo! Asahan mo tuloy pa rin ang Pasko. Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Guys, quiet!
Mimi, tugo.
Direng-dire, bakit ngayon na ba kayo nakakita ng dugo?
Guys, tama na. Simula ngayon, best friends na tayo.
I only have eyes for him. Ino, my best friend. Ino! Kaso, parang scene-zoned ako beyond the best friend. Stop it now! Hindi niya ba ako bet? Hindi niya ba ako nakikita?
Nakikita ko naman siya. Si Kara, my best friend. Kaso ang labo eh. Nalabo na kasi ng lahat.
Kamusta na yung mata mo?
Eto, wala pa rin nagbago. Gray pa rin nakikita ko.
Wala ba nang nawalan ng kulay to? Ano nang laman nito?
Lungkot.
Di balik natin yung saya. Di ba sapat?
Mukhang mamahalin ah.
Hindi lang mamahalin. Mamahalin mo din. Charot. Kapag babulag na sa kulay, bulag na rin sa pag-ibig.
Parang super pa-involved ka na dyan. Jowa ka ba?
He needs me now. Ako na lang kaya yung meron siya.
Wala naman sigurong bulag sa pag-ibig. May surprise ako para sa'yo.
What's a surprise, Ino?
Kara, ito si Iris.
Kailan ba kami magtatagpo ng tingin? Ay! Sky?
Kayong dalawa ba?
Ano ka ba? Best friends kami. Di ba, Ino?
The new gen phenomenal love team in their first movie team-up. Donnie Pangilinan and Bel Mariano. Love is Colorblind. Directed by John Leo Datuin Garcia.
Kung ano man yung binabalak mo, ituloy mo na.
Streaming December 10, 2021.
Welcome back. You're still watching All Politics is Local with us, Valenzuela City Mayoralty aspirant Wes Gatchalian. Kong, let's talk about the Valenzuela local government's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mayor Rex Gatchalian has been among the top 5 mayors with the highest approval rating from their constituents for their pandemic response. How do you plan to continue this? Malaking challenge ba ito para sa'yo?
Well, honestly speaking, yes, no? Of course, malaking challenge kung talaga ang brother mo are very capable and nag-perform in the past, years and terms, no? That they've been working, no? So basically, si Mayor Rex is focusing on the present situation, which is the COVID response. Siguro by the time po na maupo ko next year, we will gonna be more focusing on the post-COVID recovery, no? Alam naman po natin, very happy to say that in our city, yung mga kaso natin ay talagang pababa na ho. The lowest that we ever had in the past since last year when the COVID started. And overall, mukha namang, Cheryl J, the direction of the country is really moving forward and better na, no? By next year. Kaya hopefully by the time I come in, there are certain challenges that I will be facing. Number 1 is the face-to-face classes, no? Ang resumption natin. Number 2 is the recovery on the economic and livelihood and the jobs of my kababayan. Kaya po, to answer that, I've already mapped out the direction that I will do for the recovery. No? Unang-una po, dati na po kami merong employee-employers business matching. Actually, we're very successful, no, in that aspect. Napigil lang, medyo hinto lang dahil sa pandemya. And here in Valenzuela, of course, you already know that Valenzuela is home to around 15,000 industries, factories, and commercial establishments. Yan po ang bumubuhay sa amin. Kaya ho, ang importante nilang ginagawa na ng LG is to partner them, no? We have online portals, we have physical job fairs, wherein lahat ng mga employers natin ay may mga nakakaharap at has communication with possible employees. And the job of the LG is really to match them. Pangalawa, of course, we have to help our MSMEs. No? Being the Deputy Speaker for Trade and Industry, I've been working closely with Secretary Mon Lopez and TTI In fact, I am one of those who are championing to the increase of the funding and support that will be given to the MSMEs and DTI's budget on SMEs in 2022, no? And pinaglaban ho namin yan. Nagkaroon na additional na 1.5 billion na budget ang DTI. For the first time po, ilang succeeding years mula 2016 on the start of the administration, never ho nag-increase ang DTI, no? So going back to the local, what I plan to do is really yung mga small and medium natin ay siguro pwede natin pag-aralan how to give them certain tax amnesties, no? To help them lang recover and jumpstart. And pangalawa, of course, to continue our partnership with DTI. Ngayon po, meron po akong tinatawag na West COVID Help Desk where in fact, I was able to help a couple of mga micro businesses natin like barbershop, canteens, mga internet shops na nagsara because of the pandemic, and we were able to connect them with DTI's program, what we call the CARES program, and mga natulungan naman siya. Alam nyo, Cheryl J, hindi naman sila humingi ng malaking amount. What they're asking lang is a few amount na pwede lang pang jumpstart. After that, kaya na nila sarili yun. So I'm very thankful to DTI. Ngayon na hindi pa naman ako mayor but I'm still a congressman, marami tayong tulong din na natanggap po sa national.
Kung pag-usapan naman natin yung kampanya, no? This will be your first campaign as mayor. Let's talk about your experience naman sa local arena this time around. You have always been a batasan man, no? Legislator. Pero what challenges do you expect to face? Siguro napakadali niyan dahil unopposed kayo.
Well, opo, that's true, no? Pero Jay, akala kong tatanungin mo is how do we campaign during this pandemic? Actually, hanggang ngayon, Jay, I've been reading I'm reading the email that I got from my election lawyer kasi nag-release na ang COMELEC ng mga rules on motorcades, yung mga gathering. Kasi ang mga tao dito sa Valenzuela, nasanay sila, Jay, na meron tayong traditional way of campaigning, no? Yung small town caucus, konting motorcade, and then big rally, usually big the advances sa simula at sa huli. And also to note down, Jay and Cheryl, that this is a presidential election.
Yes, yes.
So it's very much getting exciting here in the local scene, no? Honestly sa amin, yung local po na issue ho, medyo kahit papano po ay hindi na nila sinusubaybayan, ika nga, because they've trusted our group already in the performance. Pero dito sa national level, with all that is ongoing right now, switching and changing of parties and parties coalescing, yung mga kababayan ko po ay mas naengganyo and very much interested kung anong mangyayari sa national and how the national will come down to Valenzuela to campaign. So a lot of them are looking forward to it, but very on a safe and in a safe environment that would be safe for everybody, no? I guess.
Although pasagot natin yung tanong mo, Jay, no? Pero interesado lang ako ngayon na paano ba ngayon sa local? Nakikinig po ba kayo yung mga opisyal na nakaupo na ano ba ang boses ng aking mga constituents? Sino ba ang gusto nilang susunod na national leader? Pero kasi noon, nung mga panahon natin, Jay, napaka-powerful ng local pa rin eh, 'di ba? Kung anong sasabihin ng kanilang local leader, yun ang dadalhin ng mga constituents. Yun ang susundin ng mga constituents. Kaya sinasabi nga, ang national, yung mga tumatakbo sa national position, ang nililigawan yung mga local
yung
leaders. Mayors,
barangay captain.
Ganun pa rin ba ngayon? Or it's the other way around? Or iniba nyo na rin dyan sa Valenzuela na you give importance na, teka, pakinggan muna namin, ano ba ang boses ninyo bago yung sasabihin naming leader ninyo?
Well, Cheryl, tama yung sinabi mo. That's the old style of, I guess, campaigning, no? But alam nyo na when we started on the national level, yung tumakbo po si Sherwin, back in 2016. First time ho namin from local nag-jump to national eh. Alam mo, Cheryl, Jay, we realized na ibang-iba pala. Totally ibang-iba ang mindset ng voters. No? I'll give you an example. No? Sa local, yes, you can say na kung sino yung ma-recommend ng partido or the strongest party, sometimes buong slate na ang dala. I can tell you that in 2019, lahat ng councilor ko, walang kalaban po, running unopposed. Vice Mayor ko was running unopposed as well. Mayor Rex back then was running unopposed. No? So iba po yung preferences at sentiment po ng mga local constituents ko. But when it comes to national, nowadays, especially in Metro Manila, hindi na po sila nadidiktahan. They have their own mindset, no, and preference. And nakita ko namin yan when Sherwin ran, no, in 2016, that we saw that the vote of Valenzuela is the vote of Metro Manila. Meaning pareho. Kahit yung kapitbahay ko in Malabon or Caloocan or as far as Parañaque or Las Piñas, kung sino po yung magta-top 3 na senador, most likely, ganun din ang resulta sa Valenzuela. Again, on the president and vice president, may sariling isip na sila. They have their own preference. Maybe sa local, it's very different. Kasi pag sa local candidates, very personal pa rin yung level.
Yes.
No? But on the national level, hindi naman nila totoo kilala si candidate A at candidate B. Yung iba, maswerte ka na kung nakamayan mo na siya before or nakausap mo. No? So it's really, they are choosing not because the Gatchalian family is dictating it, no? Of course, may influence yun kahit paano, no? On helping them, no? But it's more of kung ano yung naririnig nila sa TV interview, ano yung nababasa nila sa social media. Ngayon, social media na ang laban. A lot of my constituents doesn't watch TV anymore. They go straight to social media, no?
Okay.
So all of these are the ones influencing them, not actually the local mayors or congressmen like me. But of course, there are times that, not only times, but we always do this. We consult them, Cheryl. You're right, no, in saying that, no. So we always give them the chance to speak. For example, kapitan ko, councilor ko, bakit mo napili ito at bakit mo napili yan. At actually ngayon, kahapon lang, I saw a lot of my leaders, no? And actually, yun na nga ang lumalabas. This is the time na nag-iisip na sila. They have not made their decision yet. But naririnig ko na kung ito kasi ang galing. Kung ito, ano yan, ganyan yan. So lumalabas na sa sarili nila, no?
Kung napag-usapan natin yung national level, presidential campaign, NPC ka. Pero tahasan po
Yes,
at
sir.
openly, you're endorsing a Go Duterte team up, no? Yun ang ikinakampanya mo. Pero bago mo sagutin yan, we'll just pause for a short break. You're watching All Politics is Local. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Anumang hamon ng mundo, magkasama tayo itutuloy.
Ngayong Pasko, ang Smart ay nagbibigay ng konting regalo sa mga komunidad mula dito sa Luzon hanggang Visayas at Mindanao. Dito sa Isla Tibagin, tayo ay namimigay nito mga Santa Rice na naglalaman ng mga bigas sa samahang mangingisda ng Isla Tibagin. Kasama na rin ang ilang mga senior citizens at PWDs.
Malungkot po yung naging Pasko po. Dahil na po naapektuhan po kami ng pandemya. Dahil nga po sa mga isda po na-stranded po.
Nakaraang taon po talagang napakabigat sa amin, mahirap ang mga pinagdaanan namin. Malaking epekto po para sa amin lahat ito. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa PLDT at Smart. Masaya po kami dahil tumanggap po kami ng kahit ganito po na regalo ngayong Kapaskuhan. Randam po namin yung diwa ng Kapaskuhan, ang pagmamahal ng bawat isa. Maligayang bayanihan Pilipino.
Ang diwa ng tuloy pa rin ng Pasko ay ang pagsasama-sama, pagkakaisa, pagtutulungan para mag-abot ng tulong sa ating mga kapwa na naapektuhan ng pandemya. Kaya natin ito, Pilipino, maligayang bayanihan, Pilipino.
Asahan mong tuloy pa rin ang Pasko, maligayang bayanihan, Pilipino. Woo! Asahan mong tuloy pa rin ang Pasko, maligayang bayanihan, Pilipino.
Guys, quiet!
Mimi, tugo.
Direk-dire, bakit ngayon na ba kayo nakakita ng dugo?
Guys, tama na. Simula ngayon, best friends na tayo.
I only have eyes for him. Ino, my best friend. Ino! Kaso, parang scene zoned ako beyond the best friend. Dami na! Hindi niya ba ako bet? Hindi niya ba ako nakikita?
Nakikita ko naman siya. Si Cara, my best friend. Kaso ang labo eh. Nalabo na kasi ng lahat.
Kamusta na yung mata mo?
Eto, wala pa rin nagbago. Gray pa rin nakikita ko.
Wala ba nang nawalan ng kulay to? Ano nang laman nito?
Lungkot.
Eh, di balik natin yung saya. Di ba sapat?
Mukhang mamahalin ah.
Hindi lang mamahalin. Mamahalin mo din. Charot. Kapag babulag na sa kulay, bulag na rin sa pag-ibig. Parang super pa-involved ka na dyan. Jowa ka ba? He needs me now. Ako na lang kaya yung meron siya.
Wala naman sigurong bulag sa pag-ibig. May surprise ako para sa'yo.
What's the surprise, Ino?
Cara, ito si Iris.
Kailan ba kami magtatagpo ng tingin? Ay! Sky?
Kayong dalawa ba?
Ano ka ba? Best friends kami. Di ba, Ino?
The new Gen Phenomenal Love Team in their first movie team-up. Donnie Pangilinan and Bel Mariano. Love is Colorblind. Directed by John Leo Datuin Garcia.
Kung ano man yung binabalak mo, ituloy mo na.
Streaming December 10, 2021.
Tonight, we welcome Valenzuela City mayoralty aspirant and currently the 1st District Representative, Wes Gatchalian.
You and Mayor Rex unopposed. Is this the first time, Kong? Or laging ganito tuwing mag-e-eleksyon sa Valenzuela?
Well, Cheryl, hindi naman ho, no? Hindi naman ho.
Paano niyo po tinitake advantage itong magandang pangalan ng mga Gatchalian dyan sa Valenzuela?
I started off by using the word tiwala. Pag tayo'y pipiliin ng tao no, sa 2022, ang pinakamahalaga sa akin ay pangalagaan yung tiwala ng tao.
Welcome back. You're still watching All Politics is Local. With us is Valenzuela City mayoralty aspirant Wes Gatchalian. So yung hanging question muna, ipaliwanag natin kasi napakagulo na eh. Ang sinusuportahan mo bilang NPC ay si Tito Soto, di ba? Sa pagka-vice-presidente. Tama ho ba yun?
As of now po, wala pa naman hong formal announcement po ang Nationalist People's Coalition, no? Our party.
Okay.
Where in fact, Sir Jay at Ma'am Cheryl, I'm one of the key officers po of NPC. So we still don't have a convention and I think they're scheduling it already sometime soon. So mas magiging klaro pa ho sa stance ng NPC. So I cannot speak po in behalf of the party as of the moment. Yeah. But of course, Tito, hindi naman ho natin tinatago. Tito Soto is our chairman. Yes.
Ganito na lang, are you inclined to support Sara Duterte candidacy?
Well, let's wait and see na lang po, Sir Jay and Cheryl, kasi nga, again, as I mentioned, I'm an officer of NPC, and I have to give respect also to the voice of our party, and at the same time, mismong chairman ho namin, si Tito Soto po, who have guided and shepherded our party. No? So on the vice president aspect, it's something that we have to discuss pa more po, as compared to the president.
O sige, Kong, maglaro naman tayo ha. Ito, mabilis ito. It's time for our lightning round where we ask candidates their stand on certain issues. Simple lang po, pro or anti. Okay, unahin natin. No vax, no pay. Pro or anti po kayo?
Against po.
Against kayo. Bakit po? Mabilis lang po. Bakit po?
Well, alam niyo, we're a democratic country and the freedom of every individual is very strong in this country. So it is their right, I believe, to choose whether to be vaccinated or not and to choose what brand if pagbibigyan mo sila ng pagkakataon. Actually, mabibilib ka, Sir Jay. Dito sa Valenzuela, I've spoken to people na hindi pa vaccinated and talaga pong ayaw nila magpa-vaccinate, not for health reasons, but it's really more of their individual paninindigan on, so certain cultural or religious belief, something like that. Yeah, but again, the LGU respects them. We respected them.
Kong, next issue, pro or anti increase efforts against communist insurgency?
Well, pro on this aspect to support our military and government to continue because hindi pa ho tapos at every administration na lang tuloy-tuloy na rin ho yan na ganun din yung problem natin. So we have to keep on finding solutions by supporting our militaries and the likes.
Kong, ito naman, transparent bidding process. Pro or anti?
Of course. 100% pro. In Valenzuela, we've done it and I believe we can do it as a whole, as a nation.
Pro or anti-campaign against waste pollution?
Pro. Of course, there are certain issues in the COP16 that yet to be addressed. But again, on the local level, I mentioned a while ago na industrial city po tayo. Talaga pong alam ko po at nakikita ko sa mata ko po yung issues natin on pollutions and protecting our environment. So yes, on an overall nationwide scale, we have to continue to put funding and to support this endeavor.
River dredging, pro or anti? River dredging po.
Pro, because we've done it also in Tulyahan River. Our LGU has equipments and we are the one dredging our own rivers. Hindi ho namin sinasubcontract yan or dinadivulge sa national government. Kami mismo ay naglilinis ho kami on our own, and which is helping our flooding issues.
Road widening at the cost of cutting trees, pro or anti?
Siguro anti ho on the cutting trees, but of course pro-development sana ho. Road widening is pro-development. We're doing it for the sake of everybody and the whole country that the motorists are passing. But cutting trees, it's I'm against that, no? Dahil talaga kung tulad din our city alone, we're very industrialized, so we need more trees. Yeah.
Pero paano nyo babalansehin yon? Kasi may mga pagkakataon na kailangan ng road widening pero meron at merong masasagasaan na puno. Paano nyo babalansehin?
Di Cheryl, pwede naman siguro tayo magkaroon ng partnership, no? For every puno na tanggalin mo, ibalik mo lang yan sa isang lugar within the city or within certain geographic area, no? So, I understand. Tulad lang ho yan ng bahay na pinapalis. Pag nag-widen ho tayo, may mga minsan tinatamaan ng bahay. Yet, hindi naman natin sinasabing policy na sila. We find solutions by giving them housing, putting them elsewhere. And here in Valenzuela, we don't put them or throw them away in the provinces. We give them shelter and housing here in Valenzuela through our Disciplina Village. So likewise, yung puno, I think meron naman solution niya. Mas kung nagawa namin sa tao yung puno, siguro meron tayong solution dyan to find it and put it and plant it elsewhere that a property given by the government or the LGU that can that is possibly near to residential areas. No? So, balanse lang, balanse.
Partner, singit ko lang, Mang, dahil pinag-uusapan na natin ang puno at nasabi nyo nga, napaka-industrialized ng lugar ng Valenzuela at kailangan nyo ng maraming puno. Pag kayo po'y naupo na mayor, paano nyo po bibigyan ng halaga yung pagdating sa kalikasan? Kasi andyan yung climate change, di ba? Problema yan.
Good question, Cheryl. No? Actually, meron na rin ho ako dyang programa na I listed down in my notebook already. Number one muna, I'll just go back to the perennial problem, used to be perennial problem of our city, which is the flooding. So, hindi ko naman sasabihin na overnight na susolusyonan namin ito. It took us decades and we are thankful for the continuity of the Gatchalian branding dahil noong panahon hanggang ngayon, tinapos lang namin. So the solutions we did there, number one po, nasabi ko na ho, we bought our own floating cranes. We've been cleaning our own rivers, especially Tulyahan River ho. Lahat po na nakatira po sa riverside, Jay, Cheryl, I'll invite you to our district. Wala na ho kayong makikita. Zero po. Lahat yan ay nabigyan na namin ng pabahay and they are very much happier sa bagong pabahay which we call Disciplina Village, an award-winning project natin. So when you go to Tulyahan River portion of Valenzuela, we are proud to say na na-clean up na po namin yan at nabigyan namin ng bagong tirahan. Secondly, lahat ho ng major roads natin, inakyat na natin, again, through the years, with the help of DPWH. And also, meron din po tayong, well, this is sort of a national project. Thank you to Secretary Villar. Meron na po tayong Valenzuela Obando May Kawayang Pumping Station. It's not only one, but two state-of-the-art, two-story facility na humihigo po ng tubig, not only Valenzuela, but Obando and even neighboring Balabon are benefiting from this project. So yes, we will continue to spend on our flood measures and cleaning up in our rivers here in Valenzuela. Nakita namin medyo nag-improve na, but we have to continue to put funding. No? So we have a department focusing only on this. And just to add also, yung nasabi yung trees, eksakto yan sa linilista ko ho. I want to make a department of greening, no? Green department. So, napansin ko kasi, ang dami pong projects sa national government sa amin. Whether it's Harbor Link, the Skyway, the major national roads na ginawa natin. Pero, yung cemented portion lang ang naiiwan. Pagdating po sa portion na may mga open spaces doon, kadalasan po, wala lang, iniiwan na ho doon eh. Nahinayang ako, no? In other countries, pag dumaan ka sa overpass sa ilalim, may gardening, well-lighted, no? May iba, may park pa nga. So, that's what I plan to do, no? So, in every road, whether it's national or locally funded roads, pag meron pong space na naiwan doon, tayo lagyan na po natin ng mga halaman, no? It doesn't matter kung maliit man yun o malaki kasi talaga maskip na po yung mga lupain namin. But at least meron lang, no? And of course, Mayor Rex have built two public parks here, the People's Park and the Family Park. At naghahanap pa ho ako ng next na lugar natin kung saan po magtayo ng park. Alam mo, if there was one thing that this pandemic has taught us, it's the open space. Yes. Now we realize na hinahanap ito ng tao at kailangan ng tao ito for space and to create what we call a livable city or a livable community for our constituents. So naghahanap po ako ng additional lands natin to make it to additional people's park natin.
Urban gardening, tsaka yung mga plantito-plantita, dyan dumami yan sa pandemic. Okay, last na po, pro or anti, Kong, regular RT-PCR test for your constituents. At pag nanalo kayong mayor, sasagutin niyo ho ba?
Yes, of course, I'm pro, but kasi ho, Jay, nagawa na ho natin yan ngayon sa Valenzuela. Obviously, with the help of the national government and the vaccines that we bought on our own in the LGU. So we've been giving free vaccines already, no? And in fact, on the National Vaccination Day that was declared by DOH at Malacanang, ang kapitbahay na namin ang tutulungan nga namin. So we will be distributing AstraZeneca and other vaccines that we have right now in our storage to be given to Santa Maria in Bulacan, Malolos, Marilao, and San Jose del Monte. So kumbaga, we adopted 4 cities that are in close proximity to Valenzuela, and we will be sending all our doctors, all our epidemiologists and staff, frontliners to set up a free vaccination center in those 4 towns. No? So yes, I'm pro PCR, and we hope that we can do regular testing with our molecular. That's vaccination side, though. But the RT-PCR aspect of it, we have our own laboratory already, and it is good na mas lalo pa nating ibigay ng libre, no? Libre naman dito sa Valenzuela. But what I meant is helping our neighbors po. Kasi nagawa na namin dito sa Valenzuela, libre na ho yan, walk-in lang, very successful. And kung meron naman pong mga transit, no, na mga taga Bulacan, for example, that are working here in Valenzuela, pagpunta ho nila, that's what I'm hoping someday na matulungan din natin sila through free PCR testing in our Valenzuela Hope Laboratory.
All right.
We'll just pause for a short break. You're watching All Politics is Local. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Sinama namin ang aming partner sa PLDT Home, Fiber Home at Smart Communications, Paymaya. At tulong-tulong kami dito ngayon. Nag-umpisa kami dito sa Quezon City, sa District 2. Pinili namin talaga yung mga jeepney drivers. Talaga sila rin isa sa mga naapektuhang sektor dahil nga walang mga biyahe, walang mga trabaho. Kaya naisip namin magandang pagsamasamahin sila dito sa District 2 at sila ang bigyan namin ng magandang Noche Buena this Christmas season.
Ang hanap buhay ko lang yung pagdi-dispatcher. Hanggang ngayon, nagdudusa pa rin ako eh. Kasi kukunti pa lang ang bumibiyahe. Sobrang blessing. Grabe. Kasi wala akong cellphone eh. Papasalamat ako sa Smart, sa PLDT.
Kami po ay nagpapasalamat kasi 2 taon halos kami walang biyahe. Maganda po ang magiging Pasko sa amin kasi ito nga, nagkaroon ng biyaya, bigay ng PLDT at saka Smart.
Tuloy pa rin ang Pasko ng Pinoy kahit ano pa mang pasakit sa ating dumalakit. Pag-ibig sa ating puso.
Yung pagdating sa sa PLDT and Smart, yung original na plan ay yung mga food packs lang. Pero dinagdagan pa nila na ng vitamin C, tas mga ibang mga gamit pa. Sobrang generous talaga ng PLDT and Smart. Pati yung yung QCID registration, on the ground barangay QCID registration, para at least mas ma-access ng mga tao yung mga programa at ayuda from yung government. Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Maligayang Bayanihan Pilipino.
Asahan mo tuloy pa rin ang Pasko, maligayang bayanihan Pilipino. Woo! Asahan mo tuloy pa rin ang Pasko, maligayang bayanihan Pilipino.
Welcome back. You're still watching All Politics is Local. With us, Valenzuela City Mayoralty aspirant Wes Gatchalian. At kung medyo napawisan po kayo sa ating lightning round, ay patikim pa lamang po yun dahil ito ang tunay na challenge. Ayan, ewan ko kung challenging, baka sisiw sa kanya to eh.
Naku, kayang hilig niya ito eh. No?
Ayan. Dahil naging famous po si Congressman Wes sa HB 8244 o ang tinatawag na Vintage Vehicle Act. why not i-match natin sa mga sasakyan na alam ni Kong, maging vintage man o bagong modelo, ang mga personalities na babanggitin po namin sa inyo. Magbibigay po kami ng pangalan at sabihin nyo po sa amin yung bagay or tingin nyong dapat na sasakyan or kamatch na sasakyan ng personalidad na ito. Parang kunwari po kay Jay. Ano bang bagay kay Jay?
Syempre.
Motorcycle.
Gusto ko.
Motorcycle.
Kung kotse, Galwing, syempre. Di ba? Kung Galwing, no? Na Benz. Di ba? Alam mo yan. Pero motorsiklo, syempre ako. Unahin na natin. Yung isang, unang-unang personality siguro, si Sara Duterte. Anong bagay na classic na kotse? O kung di man klasiko, anong kotse?
Siguro ho, no? Tingin ko sa kanya, hindi na lang classic, no? But somewhere to the likes of yung mga pick-up trucks, no? Para nakita is a very... In fact, hindi ko sa nakikitang bagay na sumakay sa mga Mercedes or mga mamahalin na sasakyan because I've met her and I've seen her in Davao. In fact, parang nakita ko Hilux yata yung sinasakyan niyang kotse. So, very low-key, but very useful and functional. Ang pickup, very useful and functional. So I think yun ang babagay sa kanya.
Mabanggit ko lang partner, no? Si Sara Duterte, no? Ay mahilig magmotorsiklo din yan.
Motor din, parang
mabilis. Mabilis siya magmotor. Sige.
Okay. Interesting.
Diba?
Ayan. Next is presidential aspirant, Senator Bongo.
Senator Bongo. Siguro po, ang pwede nating ibabagay ho dyan, no? Na, yung parang yung mga Innova or yung mga CRV, yung mga maliliit lang na sasakyan, no? Nasabi ko yun, hindi naman dahil maliit siya na tao, hindi dahil doon. But dahil, if napansin nyo, which I know him personally also, maliksi siya because being the former assistant of the president, on-the-go person talaga siya. So kumaga naisip ko yung malilit na sasakyan kasi kayang sumikot-sikot, no? Pag nagmamadali, maraming ginagawa. Alam mo, si Senator Bongo, hindi natutulog yan no? Every hour, every day, talagang trabaho, may kausap sa telepono, hinahanda yung pangangailangan ni presidente, and somebody like this needs a very small but
compact
very
car.
Compact, yeah, that's the right word. Compact car that is reliable kasi walang oras naman siyang pag nasiraan at asikasuhin pa yun, no? So something small like Innova or Honda CRV, no?
Nabanggit niyo po that you know him personally. Siya ho ba ang susuportahan yung presidential aspirant?
Well, if I speak for myself, yes po. Siya po ang susuportahan natin. Hindi mo naman tinatanong bakit, but siguro ikikwento ko na rin mo.
Sige pa.
Alam ko may pahabol na tanong Well, I have a good, very, very good experience ko pagdating po sa Malasakit Center. Alam niyo po, dito sa lugar namin, dalawa na. In fact, dalawa na ang Malasakit Center namin sa loob ng aming government hospital, LGU-RAN, and DOH, no? And this Malasakit Center, for the first time na-realize ko, pwede palang magkaganon yun. Tawag natin yung one-stop shop. Sa totoo, alam nyo, yung mga constituents ko, awang-awa na ako dahil for a bill of, for example, 10,000 peso. Unang-una, siyempre, natural po, lalapit yan sa congressman. Hindi naman natin mabigay sometimes yung buong amount, no? Minsan kasi 100,000 bill, no? Bibigay ka ng X amount. Let's say 2,000 na lang, example. O punta kay Mayor Rex, another 2,000. Punta kay Senator Will, another 2,000. 6,000, may kulang pa na 4,000 kung 10,000 na bill. Minsan po, pupunta pa siya sa DSWD, sa DOH, sa labas ng Valenzuela, mamamasahe, yung oras, no? Ay talaga pong for a mere small amount na nakakaawa ho yung pagod, yung pag-commute, yung load ng cellphone na gagamitin, etc. para lang matulungan yung mahal niya sa buhay sa ospital. Then came the Malasakit Center at talaga pong nakita namin, sa totoo lang, palagi nga ubos yung pondo kasi talaga pong linalapitan ng tao yan. Kaya Cheryl, I was one of the authors of the enacting Malasakit Center to be a law because I've seen it in my two eyes that it was very much successful in my city. Now, what more if you emulate that to the whole country, magkaroon tayo ng malasakit center at one-stop shop, at tiyak kong hindi na mahihirapan yung tao. Kumbaga, efficiency. Alam nyo, very important sa amin sa Valenzuela na yung mga kababayan mo, wag mo nang papilahin sa City Hall. Kailangan tayo ang bumababa sa kanila. That's why we created per barangay what we call a mini government center. 3S, sama-samang serbisyo center. Na-establish na po namin yan. Out of 33 barangays, maybe we have around close to 25 already. And in my term, I want to finish all barangays. What's important is minsan tayo naman ho ang naglilingkod sa kanila, tayo na rin po dapat lumapit sa kanila. Huwag na natin pahirapan pa sila. Kaya ho, that's the essence of Malasakit Center. It's not about the funding. It's not about political or anything. No, it's really about making it easy for our countrymen. So, kaya ko ho naniwala po sa kanya at siya po ang tutulungan natin. It's really because of yung closeness of his heart to the people.
Partner, bagay din pala ang ambulansya para kay Senator
Pwede.
Bongo. Ambulansya, ha?
Pwede rin.
Pwede.
Oo.
Okay. Kong, ano naman ang bagay na sasakyan sa inyong may bahay, sa inyong mahal sa buhay, no? Si Tiffany Gatchalian?
Of course, like any other wives or mothers, ang palaging kailangan sa kanila, van, no?
Oo.
At siguro medyo maganda-gandang van ng...
Soccer mom, ha? Soccer mom van.
Oo, kasi alam niyo naman po, I have 2 kids. At ang bahay, lalo na yung pre-pandemic, ang van ay nagiging bahay na, no? So everything they need to shuttle around the groceries, to shuttle around the kids, they need something roomy and flexible. So siguro parang yung Hyundai H350, yung malalaking van doon, or Alphard or the likes. Yung medyo maganda naman, Jay, kasi siyempre siya ang queen mother ng bahay and she's responsible for everything, no? So kailangan nila ng something big enough to fit in everything needed in life.
At least
Alright.
alam ni Kong, na
Utilitarian.
pagdating sa bahay, queen talaga.
Yes, definitely.
Dapat. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Valenzuela City Mayoralty aspirant and currently the 1st District Representative Wes Gatchalian. Marami pong salamat, Kong.
Cheryl and Jay, thank you for the opportunity to join you on your very informative program, and thank you so much for giving me the chance to be with you guys. Yung next time interviewin niyo po si Stella, yan po ang super queen mother ng tahanan at kinatatakutan ng asawa. Maraming salamat po. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat.
We've asked the questions and gotten to know your candidates a little bit better. Now it's up to you to vote. I'm Cheryl Cosim.
And I'm Jay Taruc. Join us again next time. Tonight, we welcome Valenzuela City Mayoralty aspirant and currently the 1st District Representative, Wes Gatchalian.
You and Mayor Rex unopposed. Is this the first time, Kong? Or laging ganito tuwing mag-e-eleksyon sa Valenzuela?
Well, Cheryl, hindi naman ho, no? Hindi naman ho.
Paano niyo po tinitake advantage itong magandang pangalan ng mga Gatchalian dyan sa Valenzuela?
I started off by using the word tiwala. Pag tayo'y pipiliin ng tao, no, sa 2022, ang pinakamahalaga sa akin ay pangalagaan yung tiwala ng tao.
Mga programang mapapanood ngayong Biyernes ng gabi sa 1PH. Hatid sa inyo ng PLDT Home.
And this is Celebrity Top 10. We give you the latest, the juiciest, and the hottest entertainment news, mapalocal man o international. Yan ang hatid namin sa inyo because here's a countdown. You shouldn't miss the new normal. You can't resist. What are we waiting for? Let's hit it up with number 10. Grabe to, guys. Rebel Wilson reveals that her team isn't happy about her transformation. We've been inspired by how Rebel Wilson transformed from fat Amy to fit Amy. But did you know that in an interview, the actress shared that not everyone on her management was so thrilled about her weight loss journey? Well, she said her team discouraged her a lot. That's probably because she is only known for her role as Amy in Pitch Perfect. But she was firm that she was going to physically transform and change her life. The actress has been documenting her weight loss transformation on social media since last year. Chris Cuomo's upcoming book has been pulled out by the publisher. Yup, the book might not be available because its publisher, HarperCollins, pulled it out. The book, Deep Denial, is already slated for release next year, but the publisher decided not to push through with it. Chris was fired from CNN after reports that he was helping his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, ward off harassment allegations. Oh my gosh. Well, will Thandie Newton join Magic Mike sequel? Well, that is the question, and she is in talks to join the cast of Magic Mike's Last Dance, led by Channing Tatum, according to The Hollywood Reporter. No further details about Thandie's role, but reports are saying it is a female lead role. Thandie is known and earned Emmy nominations for HBO sci-fi series Westworld. Meanwhile, Channing is back on Magic Mike as Mike Lane, a character loosely based on his own experience as a stripper in Florida. Exciting! Disney unveiled its latest animated movie, Strange World, and they announced that its newest animated movie will be entitled Strange World. The movie is about a family of explorers who has differences. This led to arguments that affect their latest mission. Strange World will be directed by Don Hall, the man behind Big Hero 6 and Raya, the Last Dragon. The new animated film is scheduled to premiere around next year's Thanksgiving time. And it's so happy that really Hollywood is on a roll. We've been hearing a lot of updates from projects, from the Hollywood stars themselves, etc., etc. But anyway, guys, we are on top 6. The first look of Harry Potter's reunion is here. Potterheads, it's going to be like seeing our childhood heroes once again. HBO Max released a first look for the Harry Potter 20th anniversary return to Hogwarts. It shows Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint in the Gryffindor common room. The reunion special will feature the cast members of the film, except its author, J.K. Rowling, who's in backlash for some homophobic statements. Expect a lot of in-depth interviews and conversations in the reunion as the cast share their memorable moments in the film. All right, and 15 days to go, it's Christmas time. I'm going to talk to the All in Addicts Angels. 12 Days of Christmas is up and coming. And I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us all the time in our growing community here on Celebrity Top 10. We are, of course, 4:15 p.m. on One News and replays at 10 p.m. on 1PH. Guys, I just had my booster yesterday. Get yours now.